Documentaries can be heartwarming, but they can also be controversial. So how do you deal with the most contentious of topics? We'll meet a filmmaker who discussed issues surrounding abortion on today's BFD. With me today is Maisie Crow, the director of The Last Clinic. Hi, Maisie.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Tell us a little bit about The Last Clinic and how it came to be.
Sure. In early July, I was reading a post on the blog Jezebel, and they were talking about the last abortion clinic in Mississippi and the lawsuit that the clinic was currently involved in. So I started researching and pursuing a documentary down there.
There's lots of Christians that would love to help you and support you.
You know women are under attack now, on the national scene and in the state of Mississippi. Wouldn't it be awful if women did not have access to abortion care in the state of Mississippi?
What was it about the article that struck a chord with you?
I feel like it was a really important story to tell, but I also felt like it was a very concise story. It was a clinic in a state with the highest teen pregnancy rate, with really high maternal mortality rates, with really high infant mortality rates, with the highest rate of poverty in the country, and here you have this one vulnerable clinic. So to me, that just immediately, it made sense.
Why was it so important to present the story without any bias?
Because I knew if I made this a pro-choice, just a straight up pro-choice film, people weren't going to watch it. I was going to be preaching to the choir. And I really didn't understand the pro-life perspective, and I wanted to understand it. And so I felt like I really needed to explore it. That wasn't my initial goal. When I got down there, I was just going to focus on the clinic, but I realized I couldn't tell the complex story of the clinic if I didn't tell both sides of the story and let the people who watch it decide how they're going to feel about that issue. Because I have people in my life, in my personal life, who are pro-life, and I have people in my personal life who are pro-choice. And if I could just tell the story and give it to them and let them make that decision, then I felt like I could give it to a larger audience and let them make their own decision on where they stood with the issue.
Abortion is one of those issues that a lot of people are uncomfortable talking about.
I think it's really important to talk about these issues. I think if you don't talk about it, then it remains a stigma, and I think a lot of misinformation remains out there about it.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Maisie, and I hope everyone gets to see The Last Clinic.
Thank you.
With some of the most controversial subjects, presenting an unbiased story may be the only way to get your message to a polarized audience. Luckily, filmmakers like Maisie are working their hardest to bring both sides for the good of the audience. For more information on The Last Clinic, check the link in the description below, and also join us in our cause to end hunger and go watch A Place at the Table, which is out right now. For BFD, I'm Marisha Ray, and don't forget to subscribe.
Well, a personal favorite of mine, The Times of Harvey Milk. This is a movie about Harvey Milk, the slain San Francisco city supervisor. It was a big deal because he was one of, if not the first